us. Okay, we have someone in the studio.
Okay.
This is a Christian contemporary artist, a radio show host. They call it Girls Rock on Praise World Radio. Humanitarian, and she has many accolades. She's a Nigerian gospel artist who's done well for herself and also proud. She said also produced several songs like Taka Sufe, Snap and Whistle. That's the song you're listening to now.
Taka Sufe.
Taka Sufe.
Then whistle.
Oh.
Snap your finger and whistle. That's right. You got it.
Never felt this way before, Nikki Laoye.
Thank you very much.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
So tell us, Nikki, how are you feeling now?
Oh, I feel great. I feel good. I'm glad to be here with you this lovely day. Thank you for having me.
And which way have you never felt before?
Okay, I've never felt this way before. It was just this beautiful song where I was just trying to talk about how God has just been amazing and is always right there by my side. And of course, it makes me go like, I've never felt this way before, having someone that constantly cares and supports me all the time.
Did something in particular, something
specific
happened that time, or was it just a remembrance or going down memory lane about?
Well, at that point in time, I was going through a lot of thoughts about this issue or this thing called love, And at that point in time, I was like, God, sometimes I'm confused. I really don't know what to do sometimes. And I just felt God telling me that, see, watch the way I love you. And it's that easy to know how to love the next person beside you. And that's how that song came about to be.
Let's talk about your growing up days. How's it been like?
Oh, growing up was a lot of fun. Being the only girl, I have 3 brothers. And till today, I tell people I feel my family is the best ever. I've never seen any family that's like mine. We're so close. My mom and my dad, even though we lost my dad about a year and a half ago. But we are all so very close, as in we gist together, we laugh together, we share every story together. So growing up for me was a lot of fun. It was as much as, coming home and I'm like, Daddy, can you imagine what this person did to me today? And everybody's like, what happened? We're like that close.
Were you the first?
No, second.
Yeah. In the midst
where
of
are the boys now?
My older brother is in Canada with his family. He has 2 kids now. Then I'm the second, and I have 2 younger brothers as well. One is a banker. Okay, the last one is just rounding up his university.
And they didn't turn into a tomboy.
It's now I'm trying to be girly, actually. I grew up in a tomboy, Yes.
So when did you start singing?
Music actually runs in my family. So we've all been singing since we were little children. My dad too used to be the lead singer of a band, and then I come from the lineage of the popular Nikki Laoye from Ede, who made the talking drum very popular from Osun State. And my dad used to sing, and of course, right now, officially into the music business will be myself and my baby brother, who is also a producer, called X Blaze. He produced Taka Sufe, actually.
So how do you manage to be a producer, be a radio host, be a singer? I suppose you're in the choir in your church as well.
Yes.
How do you manage to do all of this?
Well, I think they're just things I love to do, so I try to find a way to build my schedules around everything. For me, I love to help to disseminate information as well, and that's why I started the radio show called Girls Rock, but at the same time trying to project women. I called it Girls Rock, because I found out that it seemed like female artists in Nigeria most times are not really being heard or seen, and I wanted to use my own influence to create a platform where music done by females, that's positive music that's being done by females, is being projected out there, and also supporting young female entrepreneurs as well. That's what I do with the show, and I just find time around it. I also run my own foundation called Angel for Life Foundation, where I try to support visually impaired and physically challenged youth. I adopted some of them. I ensure that I mentor them and watch over them. So I just try to find a way around all of this, just to ensure that people live better as much as I can help.
Now, where did that mentorship part come from?
Do
you have a friend who is visually impaired, or?
Yes, I actually adopted a young boy when I'm not adopt like a parent, but more or less like to watch over him. He's actually in the university. His name is Adiola, where he's blind. And we just got a chance to meet at some events. And I was just impressed about how independent he was. And we became very close. And I watch out for him, his education and all of that. Then I got to meet other physically challenged youths at the Modukweko home. And I saw a lot of them were creative. One of them is a producer, and recently with the help of a bank, we've built a recording studio for him so that he can be producing. I just find people like that, and on my own, I'm just trying to see how can I help you so that you two can make some money for yourself without having to beg. Yeah. You know, even last year we had the International White Cane Day with the Nigeria Association of the Blind, and I got other...
Some of them were here on that day?
Yes, ma'am. We actually had, you know, a walk on that day and celebrated all the blind people in Lagos, and it was amazing, you know. So little things like this I try to do on my own just to support people that can't really help themselves.
Things like Wahala Media, Scribbles, and Mrs. Oturu. Fantastic. What's a normal day for you?
Wow, a normal day for me, I will be getting up, of course, checking up on every business that I do, my foundation, of course, checking up on my adopted ones. I call them and check up on them. If I have to see any one of them, I go, I see them. At the same time, I'm in the studio recording, like I just did 2 new singles, Only You and 1, 2, 3. So I'm trying to push them out as well. At the same time, I'm also a project manager for Wahala Media. I'm in the office running 1 or 2 things. So my 24 hours sometimes is not enough for me in a day.
Now tell me, what's your educational background?
Okay, I studied computer science at the University of Ibadan. So I think that's why I love to use the computer a lot. Yes, I'm always online, always on my computer doing one thing or the other.
You studied computer
science.
And you're now doing everything else but.
No, I still, I'm also a graphics designer, actually.
You're a graphics designer?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the list is, I think we're at number 10 now. Now, we'll probably add a few more before you leave in a few minutes. Okay, it's coming out, it's coming out. So how do you plan, this is June, okay, this year's already, you've already done something for this year, have you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we expecting something else before the end of the year?
Of course, many more.
Oh, many?
Yes, ma'am. Many more.
Okay.
I got the chance even recently to be a part of a beautiful project that I think it's something for all Nigerians to remember, our national anthem. I got the chance to be a part of it with Ebony Life. And we were just trying to create, you know, the national anthem, a music video to the national anthem so that people can have it as a song and then remember the words, because we need to keep encouraging ourselves as Nigerians. Really, if we're not there for one another, we'll keep complaining about this and that. But once we watch out for one another, watch out for the people in your community, on your street alone, even before we keep talking to the government, what are you doing where you are on your own? And I got the chance to be a part of that project, and I'm very happy about projecting our national anthem in a larger-than-life format again this time around, that everyone should remember the words and try to live by the words. And of course, aside from that, I plan to shoot more videos of my own songs, and at the same time, I'm working on some more projects for my foundation. A lot of beautiful stuff I'm working on.
What's your most prized possession?
My most prized possession will be my laptop.
Of course.
Because all my information is there, all my work is there. I carry it around. It's my working machine on the move, anytime, any day, anywhere.
Now, what are your thoughts about the gospel music scene in Nigeria?
Okay, for the gospel music scene, I would say it's getting better. When I say getting better in terms of production, because for a while people were complaining that gospel artists were not really dishing out as good tunes as other kinds of, you know, genre of music that is in the country at the moment. But of late, everybody is stepping up, because the way music is right now, if you don't step up, you'll be thrown out. You'll be stepped down. That's actually how it's supposed to be. So everybody is coming up with good lyrics, good music, and beautiful videos at the same time. Definitely, we need more support, let me put it that way.
What kind of support?
Maybe more support in the sense that maybe companies or people should also sometimes give more eye to gospel artists, because sometimes, well, gospel artists always feel left out. Maybe when sometimes all companies are choosing brand ambassadors and they don't choose any single gospel artist, you know, everybody just feels like, but we are here now, we're making good music too, you know. So we're just praying for people to see the good music that is coming out and also support us some more.
Very interesting.
Okay. I think this might be around the last question. What do you think about marketing? People say we don't have marketing in terms of the music industry generally. There's no marketing.
That has been a major issue.
Like, how have you been able to push your first album? How did you manage that?
I wouldn't like, it's been quite difficult. Even for my very first album, because of all the drama when it comes to marketing, we decided not to go the Alaba way. We decided to just deal with shops directly. I put my album in music stores. So that's the only place where people could find my album. Although of late, people are we're still trying to find a way to ensure that proper marketing can be done, whereby anybody can find your CDs easily to buy, because most of the consumers won't go into a store to buy your CD. They might buy it from the roadside, or the person selling on the streets.
You've not had to deal with piracy?
For now, no, I've been blessed not yet. Okay, well, some of my singles were pirated. Okay, some of them were actually pirated, but not as a full album. Just some of the singles actually were pirated.
Yeah, but you've made some profit.
Oh, definitely. God has been faithful.
Business is good.
Business is good, but it can be better. Yes.
If we were going to ask you to do one of your numbers, which would you do?
Okay, right now, I would love to do a little snippet of my latest single, Only You.
Okay, so we would sign out. Okay. Then we'll hand over to you to do Only You.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank
Nikki
you very much.
Laoye, Christian contemporary artist and radio show host. She's host of the program Girls Rock. Now, do they?
And Boys Stone.
Oh, do they?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's our package for today. We've got to run now. We'll bring you a fresh one next week. And I'm sure that by next week, the man who normally sits in this chair will be back so that Nyota can have a rest. We'll bring you a fresh one next week. I'm Leroy Do saying, have yourself a happy weekend.
And I'm Nyota too.
And
I'm Nyota
July is around the corner. And don't forget that...
And I'm Nyota too.
Don't forget that SIM card registration ends tomorrow.
Yes.
And if you don't conclude that business today, you might get cut off by tomorrow evening.
And the thing is, you need to say it. If the friendship or what you call them, the call centers are not working, maybe you should let whoever it is, NTC, find a way to get in touch with NTC and let them know that you're not able to do that.
Take care, people. Bye-bye. And over to Nikki Laoye.
Iwanika Koselomia, you make my life worth living. Iwanika Koselomia, you make my life worth living.